That's Troy's fucking catfish. Dude, Fiery Zard is all over.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice. Yeah, baby, here we go. And it's time for the Dynasty Hot Sauce Podcast. And I'm Larry Monkey. You know where to find me, baby. At Dynasty Hot Sauce or at FF Larry Monkey. Here we go. Look at this, man. It's like a Jets green color t-shirt we got tonight. Sporting the salmon shorts, it looks like. Oh boy, the dog it was tap dancing on his private parts just a moment ago. At Run DFF, Justin Rogers, my man.
This is not Jets green. It ain't nearly that ugly. Come on now. Did you say CJ Stroud throwing shade at your quarterback? Out there saying if Matthew Stafford had Aaron Rodgers situation, he'd have won 3 or 4 Super Bowls.
That's way to kick off the show. Jeez. Yeah, what's CJ Stroud?
He straight up shit on Aaron Rodgers.
I don't like when any of these guys talk shit, man. Honestly.
He probably didn't mean it to be talking shit, but he was basically shitting all over Aaron Rodgers. It was great. I loved it.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people did.
Yeah.
I don't like to see my guys talking smack in the news, like, Xavier Worthy with his Instagram, with his fans out like $1 million, but they're all ones. he's playing around with his cash like he's a tough guy.
Dollar bills, baby.
They're all dollar bills, yeah.
Hey, look, if you've got $1,000, you can't swim in 10 hundreds. Okay. You can't Scrooge McDuck with 10 $100 bills.
Yeah. So. I drafted my first Xavier Worthy. I've been talking about him forever, even since the Devi days, and I have not acquired a share because I was disappointed. I'm the only person who was disappointed that he went to the Chiefs because I feel like the Chiefs can't draft wide receivers.
Yeah, I was not disappointed. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so I took him with this rookie draft that I'm in right now, and I took Worthy at the 110. I have a trade offer, man. We could get into this league. I mean,
let's hear about it.
This is a 12-team league on Sleeper, and we just had the rookie draft. I traded 2-point tight end with like a 0.25 first down bonus. I trade Trey McBride for the 105 and the 212.
Okay.
Right. So then, yeah, dude, I trade the 105 and the 207 for the 107 and the 112. So this started out as Trey McBride for the 105 and 212.
Right.
So I trade the 105 and 207 for the 107, 112. Because I want bodies in this league. I have a nice team. I have a great team. But I just want to stockpile like bodies. I don't need one superstar, So then I have the 107 and the 112 now. Then I trade the 107 for the 204 and the 110.
Who was out there? I don't love that one. Love that one.
So I had the 107. I was getting 1 for 2. I was getting 2 picks for 1.
Yeah, right. But you dropped out of a tier from 107 to 110. Who was available at 107?
107 was JJ McCarthy.
Who was available though?
The top 6 were Harrison, Williams, Daniels, Neighbors, Adunze, Bowers.
Okay. So then you had McCarthy,
Drake May.
Yeah, see. And then so it was like Drake May, McCarthy, and
Brooks. And then Brooks. It was a gamble that didn't pay off because I wanted Brooks. I was hoping for Brooks. That's why I traded down. I traded back down. Once I decided to fall out of that tier, I was like, I'll get Brooks at the 110 because these quarterbacks are still out there. And this guy is a total rebuild. No running backs. He's kind of just building from scratch. He has Kyler, and he's the guy that drafted Caleb and Marvin. Xavier Worthy, these guys were out there. Brian Thomas, Xavier Worthy. He took Brooks, and he sniped me. And I was like, shit. That's why I traded out. I wanted to go Brooks. Now, okay, so that just changed my strategy altogether. So at this point, I have the 110, 111, and I made more trades. So I ended up with the 110, 111, the 201, and the 202. I had a Trey McBride.
That's fine, but I I don't love when you moved off the 107. I think you were getting too.
Well, who was I going to take at the 107? One of the quarterbacks?
Sure.
I had 3 quarterbacks already.
Okay, let me hear who your 3 quarterbacks
You're
are.
gonna love it. You're gonna.
I've heard quarterback rooms from you, and you're like, I got 7 quarterbacks, and none of them.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
No, you're not gonna like my quarterback room. Actually,
Oh,
I've Justin Herbert,
yes,
Bryce Young, and Deshaun Watson.
Larry, you got.
What's he gonna go? JJ McCarthy? I'm just not sold on him,
No,
man.
you know what I would have done? I would have gone Drake May there.
Yeah,
knowing I didn't need him this year, I would have gone Drake May.
That was my other guy. So I had 2 guys at 110. It was Drake May and Brooks. It just is a gamble that didn't pay off.
Yeah,
I just figured somebody would jump on one of the. I figured they would jump on Worthy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so I have no Worthy, and I've been just blah on him since the draft. I don't know why. I took him. I was like, you know what? Let me take Worthy. And you know what? Oh yeah, when I made this trade, I didn't have the 111. So I wanted the 111 because I was like, fuck it. I want to take guys that I don't have on any teams.
Sure.
So that was my new strategy. So that's when I traded for the 111 and took Brian Thomas Jr. That's how
those picks are fine in those spots. I think you got too aggressive moving back. You just
I underestimated some of the folks in the league.
I guess did something.
Because the guy before me, who was he was in total like ground zero rebuild. I didn't think he was going to go Brooks.
Right.
He got me. Happens.
Yeah.
But if I had gotten Brooks, then I probably would have gone McConkey, who I'm like, I think is, I don't know, really into. So guess what? In this draft, I did get a quarterback. I took Bo Nix.
Where'd you take Bo Nix at?
The 203. Because there's a
Where did Michael Penix go? I'm curious. Where did Michael Penix go?
He went 2 picks later.
He went 205.
205.
Yeah. It's interesting.
I didn't like the fact, I mean, unless something happens with Cousins, I mean, is Penix going to start next year in 2025?
No, not unless something happens to Cousins, like you said. I mean, it's a 3-year plan.
If this works out for the Falcons, then this is what teams are now going to do. Oh, Steady Eddie coming in hot.
Brooks is a dumbass pick.
He's in this league, clearly. Guys, Steady Eddie's. Steady Eddie. And
so the guy who took Brooks,
he ended up with JJ McCarthy. He had the 107. Yeah.
Okay, but the guy who took Brooks is that a rebuilder?
Oh yeah, he's ground zero. This was his draft.
Talking about. That's what Eddie's saying. Eddie's saying that the guy who took Brooks is a dumbass.
Right. This was his draft. You know how you stockpile picks. This was his draft. Sure. And he did well, man. Let's see. I mean, Harrison and
So I assume he already had quarterbacks because he took Harrison 101.
Right. He has Caleb Williams and Kyler Murray.
Oh, he had the 101 and 102.
Right.
Okay.
So his 4 picks, he's made 4 picks. He's the one I traded Trey McBride to for the 105.
I got you. Are we sure he's still rebuilding?
Look at this.
They might not still be rebuilding. Kyler, Caleb Williams, Marvin Harrison, McBride. I don't know. And Jonathan Brooks. I mean, he may not be rebuilding. He might have some pieces. I have no idea.
He traded away some good draft capital. He traded the 108 for Brandon Ayuk.
See, and Brandon Ayuk. Yeah, he may not be a rebuilder. Jonathan Brooks might be that.
But this is a start 11. So, womp womp. Start 11.
I mean, hell, I think I just named like 7 or 8, so he only needs a few more pieces.
Jerry Jeudy or the 212?
Jerry Jeudy.
I agree, but I just want to tell you what players are out there right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Jalen Polk.
Okay.
Like Troy Franklin, Roman Wilson, Sanders, Corley, Burton.
I'm sorry.
It's like I want Jeudy over all those guys.
I haven't heard anything that's going to be like, yeah, let me take those guys.
Right.
So Jeudy just got a big contract. I feel like they're going to use him. So
I agree.
And Amari ain't long for this world. All right, so we had a couple things in the chat. A couple interesting things. Jason wants to know. He said, "Am I the only one that has traded outside the dispersal so far?" You have. You want to talk about that trade real quick?
Oh, so there's so we did fill the orphan, by the way, for the Hot Sauce Listener League, and the dispersal is underway.
It is going right now, which is so nice. So nice to see. And outside of a little miscommunication or whatever, it's going pretty well. We got a couple first-time Dynasty players in there. It's made for an interesting time. Jaden Reed, the 107. It's a 1.21, but it's 3 copies, so we're just going to call it the real pick. Jaden Reed, the 107, and a 2025 third. So Bijan or Jaden Reed, the 107, and a 25 third. What are you thinking?
I think I want Bijan. 107. Well, yeah, 107 get your quarterback if you need a quarterback.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if it's out of that tier, really.
Look at this guy.
Daggum, look at
What's up?
that hair.
Yeah.
Fiery Zard on the business trip.
Yes, yes.
You like a drug dealer or like what do you like heroin or what are you doing here?
Oh no, that's my side stuff. But no, I'm a network engineer. I travel everywhere to fix the internet.
So you're a network engineer that has to travel. You can't do it from one location.
No, I wish that'd be
the internet
easier.
would enable that for you, right?
Right. Eventually.
He's trying to make sure that the desk workers don't go postal on us. That's all. Just trying to make sure that they all stay calm, that their internet works well.
Yeah.
Fiery Zard, everyone. How about this?
Yes.
Right? Who's
That's
Fiery
right.
Zard, Justin?
He's like your neighbor right now.
Yeah.
Straight from Jersey.
Yeah, for a little bit.
He's hanging out in Jersey.
You're there for like 2 weeks. Is that what you said in the chat?
Yeah. I'm gonna be in New Jersey for a week, and then the following week on Monday I go to New York for 5 days.
Like the city?
And I leave. Yeah, the city. Yeah.
Oh, that's basically Jersey North. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna be at 125th and then on 23rd Avenue.
So
23rd.
So this is Fiery Zard. I'm on Twitter right now, and I wonder if he's related. I mean, who's Ms. Fiery Zard? I mean, her bio is a teacher with a busty ass.
Oh, that's not.
That's Ms. Fiery Zard.
That's not her.
No relation.
No relation. No.
I am not searching that. I picked up my phone, but I was like, no, not searching.
Yeah, no.
We've talked about Fiery Zard on the show, Justin. Remember we looked up we were like, what the fuck is a Fiery Zard? And we looked it up. Yeah, man. I dig it.
Been called out a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot for my trades, but
it's an easy one to remember. It's an easy one to call out, and it sticks out. That's for sure.
All right.
Yeah, and this league actually prompted me to join more leagues that are multiple copy, which I've never really experienced before. And I'm actually in a rookie draft with 3 copy league. Man, I don't even know how I do 1 copy anymore.
I know copies are so much fun, man. It's like so many opportunities to make trades, and then rookie drafts get kind of squirrely after the early ADP. It kind of goes pretty standard, status quo in the beginning, but you get to the second half of the first round and beyond, you might have a player go 10, 12 picks apart. You're like, what the hell? Yeah, you just never know what people are thinking.
Fiery Zard he's not like his name. That's not the most famous part about Fiery Zard. It's not his name. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I mean, what's famous about Fiery Zard is the trade offers.
This is Larry Monkey level of trade offers.
Listen.
Yeah.
This is not a Larry Monkey offer.
It's because of the volume.
You don't get Larry Monkey offers that look like Fiery Zard's offers.
Oh, that's the damn lie.
Oh,
Get out of here.
No.
Look, everyone knows that Larry Monkey offers are Larry Monkey offers, okay? There's a reason for that.
All right. Well, what's Fiery Zard's reason then?
Hey, mine just hit every once in a while. Eventually something's gonna stick on the wall. I mean, sheesh.
Oh,
yeah, he does.
He's that guy. Stick on the wall guy.
I don't know. I've got too many leagues. I just sometimes I'll just be like, I'm gonna just open my phone. I'm like, this works. Okay, send it.
This works.
And then if somebody responds, then I get into conversation, and sometimes that works out. If I'm able to focus in on something and get it going, it works out. But
it's a tap on the shoulder, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm open to being wrong. I mean, it's all right.
Yeah, I'm a tap on the shoulder guy, right, Justin?
Yo, Larry's more like a hit you with a sledgehammer over the shoulder.
No, yeah.
Hope you hit the accept button on the way to the ground.
So-
It's never your best offer.
Yes.
So for me, the only time I give like as precise best offer as I can is if I'm on the clock or if somebody's on the clock.
Yeah, rookie
Because I'm just
draft.
like I don't want to try to push around or mess around. I just want to like I'll usually try to contact or I'll just try to give my best possible offer I can at that point. Because
That's a good point because you
I mean,
can't.
we're on a
sit
clock.
there- Yeah, you can't sit there and try to negotiate with someone because you know that other people are sending offers too. It has to be a reasonable offer that might entice them.
Yeah,
to
these
first send an offer.
Yeah, these 3 copy leagues on an offer on the clock, man. It's like you're getting 15 offers, 20 offers because there's so many people in the league. So it can be pretty crazy. You got to stick out on those.
Exactly. Yeah, because then they start comparing
Yeah,
your offer to someone else, and instead of getting counters, it's like they just like, no, I've already got way more here. I'm not even gonna bother with that.
Right.
You start
Right.
sending
Something
your
that's
offers
better,
in,
and they just don't even try.
it's
Yeah.
not even worth the time for them to counter. So we are going to give away a spot in the SFB next week with Sal Lito.
Oh, nice.
Sal Lito is going to join us next week, and we're going to give away a spot. We're going to do a live 100-yard rush. You guys are all familiar with that. To get into it, all you have to do is donate $10 to Fantasy Cares and send us a screenshot. We'll probably post this on Twitter, and you can just send us a screenshot and get into the 100-yard.
After June 5th, right?
Yeah, right.
I want to see
Sometime
one
in the next
weeks
week.
ago.
So from June 5th until whatever, the 12th next week, the next 7 days, send us a screenshot of $10 to Fantasy Cares in the next 7 days.
Awesome.
$10, easy breezy, and you can
That's
get your
like-
spot in the 100-yard rush.
That's like 3 months of being a part of the patron too, by the way.
That's
Patreon.
true. Yeah,
There you go.
While we're at it,
you could be a patron for just a measly
Push it.
$3 a month.
$3 a month. That's it. And you get be a part of this chat where we all rag on Fiery Zard when he pops off these trades. And you could be a part of that.
I enjoy the banter. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yes,
And yeah, a couple tiers. Check it out. Join the Patreon. That would be amazing. Especially since the season is getting closer
Coming fast.
by the day.
man, it's
Time.
this whole time period becomes a blur into the season.
Yeah.
Like we'll be in preseason before we know it because of everything that's going on.
But if you want some trade insight and advice, patron chat is where you want it, man. We have some sharp minds that love to chime in when you have, this or that, this guy or that guy, or even start sits during the season too. But enough of that. Fantasy Cares, where it's at. Scott Fishbowl, can't wait. Get in it. 2 spots. You know what to do. Should be pretty simple. I'm not going to be too extravagant with it this year, but fucking just make it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Right?
That's what we try to do. It's not always that easy, but we do try to keep it simple, stupid.
We're so Purcell.
Ricky Pearsall. What the fuck? You got me messing his name up. Eddie in the chat wants to know where we're at on Ricky Pearsall. So where do you guys stand on Pearsall? Are you in on him? Where are you thinking about him in rookie drafts?
Go ahead, Zard. What do you got?
I haven't even gotten even close to taking him. He either goes way too high or I just run out of picks by the time he's available.
Yeah.
He does actually fall into the mid to late second. I haven't heard really anything about him, and he's not getting as much hype, and so
the
him
knock
and
on
like
him
Leggett, I haven't really looked at either.
he was picked late in the first round,
Right. Yeah.
by the 9. Yeah, everyone's talking about the competition with Ayuk and the battle for targets with Kittle and Ayuk and Debo and all that nonsense.
Whoa!
So
You see that comment by Troy? Pick 110 or later. What?
Yeah.
Receiver 4.
That's spicy.
Dang, I need to start picking him then at like 204, 206. I'm seeing
You
him
trade it
go.
right to him. Right. Yeah.
he went at the
I'm in a league right now where he's still available at 210.
I'm in a rookie draft right now, and he got taken at 210.
Yeah, I want him
Three
around.
copy. He hasn't
205
even gone yet.
And I would
He
have.
hasn't even gone yet. 3 copies.
And what's funny is Lloyd went right after him. And we talk about Pearsall.
Pearsall.
This guy's a first round pick wide receiver.
Yeah.
The same as Leggett. You don't know what to do with him.
Yeah, but Pearsall's actually good.
Hey,
Oh.
we'll see.
Doesn't have a hamstring injury already?
Yes, he does.
Well, I can guarantee that no one's drafting him to be good in week 3 or week 2,
Right.
I think he's a 2025 investment. Now, if they somehow move off of Debo, I don't think they're moving Ayuk, but if they somehow move off of Debo, then
he's shot. Then he's
right. But
he can catch on fire for sure.
The chat is really, really interesting tonight. They want to know a lot of stuff.
In 25 draft picks, what do you have to get to trade for Marvin?
To trade Harrison. So if you're looking to get 25 picks, what do you want?
I'd take 2 firsts and a second, maybe. I don't think you can get anyone for 3 firsts these days.
It's too early. I need 3. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't think you're getting 3 firsts in 2020.
One of those would have
no one's getting them.
Right. One of those would have to look like an awful team, because if I'm getting like the 107, 110, 112, I'm going to be upset that's on my haul.
Right.
If I get 3 playoff teams, a first. Oh no, Troy, don't do that. I have an offer for a first in 2 seconds. That's not like
no.
Did Fiery Zard send you that trade offer?
No. You haven't even drafted yet.
So wait a minute. What's your Twitter handle, Fiery Zard?
It's my future trade offer.
Right, that's coming to an inbox.
It's Amodelo 777.
Oh, okay. Look at this guy. No wonder why we don't know who the hell Fiery Zard is. His name is at Amodelo 777.
Yeah. No, just because you didn't.
My last name in. It's my last name and Modelo mixed together.
All right. So look at so your true friends are Justin and Troy. That's it. And the Hot Sauce Pod.
That's it. I'm not.
I have just followed you. Where do I I'm looking
Thank
at
you. Thank you.
Look at that. No idea. Now I know. And you know what? I should really go through everyone that's in the listener league and make sure I'm following them. Dang it. Something else I need to do. That's like a fit investigation. That's going to be a thorough investigation.
Yeah, that's going to take you some time.
Hey, so we had a question via Twitter this week, Larry.
Right. Yes, the Hot Sauce Pod account. You want to tweet, send us a DM. You have any types of questions, we're always happy to oblige. But this was a good one, man, because it involved Pat Mahomes.
All right.
Well, it's from Dana Haltman on Twitter. Dana's a man, by the way.
He sent us a question. We clarified that. All right. What kind of offer would it take for me to trade Mahomes away for my rebuilding team with 6 first-round picks over the 2025 and 2026?
Say that again. That's a slow fucking.
Holy moly.
So they're looking. They've got 6. He's got 6 first-round picks in 25 and 26 combined. He's looking to trade away Mahomes, or at least he's been getting offers. It's a 4-point TD, 10-team Superflex. He got a couple of offers. I'll give you the really bad one. The really bad one was Jaden Reed, Bryce Young, a late 25 first and a late 26 first. Don't do that. That's bad. Because Young sucks and late first ain't gonna do shit. The other offer he got was T-Law, Michael Penix, a 26 late second, and let me tell you something. This, Dana, a 27 late first, you have no idea what it's going to look like in 2027. And second and third.
2027.
2027, like the league could have imploded and you guys are resurrecting it, Walking Dead style. I don't know. Like there ain't no telling.
Yeah, we're not.
But yeah, I mean, I've never seen a team that you could say that's a late pick 3 years from now. That'd be pretty. I think that's some.
Look at that, Steady Eddie and Fiery Zard getting into it. Both you guys like to surf, huh?
Yeah, I was in California. I was born and raised. Lived in San Diego.
You know, Steady Eddie and I are friends from high school. And this dude used to roll in, like drive into the parking lot of high school with like the surfboard on his hood of his car, the roof of the car, the roof of his. I don't know if he had the van back then. This guy used to have a Volkswagen van.
Did he have that seems
with
so...
with the Longhorns on the front.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Right, Steady.
that's awesome.
Tell us about your fucking. You used to have the horns on the van, I believe.
Eddie
right?
was that guy. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't like that first. I don't like that other offer either. T-Law, Penix, a 27 first,
Yeah,
some seconds in the
no,
third.
I mean, getting back to Dana's offer, there's two. I feel like Pat Mahomes is a nice piece, and okay, so the best part is he shared his roster, and there's some pieces there outside of Waddle and Mahomes.
Yeah, he said he only has Waddle and Mahomes, but I mean he has Drake May, which would be a nice piece in a couple, going forward.
If he hits, sure.
Right. He's got a lot of.
I'm expecting the Pats to be a dumpster fire for the next 10 years.
Yeah,
I don't want nothing to do with the Patriots. I don't want nothing.
Who do you root for, Zard? Who do you root for?
Well, I'm from San Diego, so I got the Chargers still. But,
you're still a Chargers fan.
I'm mostly just a football fan now with fantasy football basically taking over most of my fandom. So, but I mean, I always like to see the Chargers lose in the playoffs. So,
if they make it there, right?
Yeah, if they make it there.
So, who's your favorite Charger of all time?
Oh, come on, LaDainian Tomlinson.
LT, baby. You can't go.
LT, yes.
Yeah.
How many jerseys do you own?
I have of LT.
Just in general.
Well, of LT, I've got like 7 of them.
7 LaDainian Tomlinson.
I've got like 2 or 3 Gates. You got like 1 Rivers.
When you say 2 or 3, are you talking like powder blue, navy blue, and white?
Powder blue, yeah, powder blue always.
That really dark blue.
You can't get it. Like the first jersey you get of anybody on the Chargers has to be the powder blue. It has to start there.
Yeah.
Then you can branch out.
So where are you at with the with everything that's going on? And are you pleased?
Yeah.
Like what were you happy with the offensive lineman selection? Like what are you like the head coach now? Like,
yeah, my brother was there. He was there at the draft.
No, did he go?
Yeah, he went. He lives in Detroit, and he's a part of like the Chargers fan club thing that like travels to games and stuff because he lives in the Midwest. But fans wanted the receiver for sure.
He told everyone he was taking the lineman, leading up to the draft.
He did.
Pretty much. He didn't lead anybody along.
He wasn't hiding anything. And I guess neighbors would have been nice, but whatever. Is what it is. Now you got a guy that can hopefully be once guys ain't gonna be complaining in 2 years when if it all turns out to be a superhuman monster.
All right, so we went off on the Chargers stuff, but we never did talk about what it would take to actually move Patrick Mahomes.
We're just keeping Dana in suspense.
Right. Yeah. Like at the end of the episode, we'll finally answer his question. No, I mean, it was pretty standard. It's 10-team Superflex, 4-point passing. It looks like I can tell you how many starters because he sent the screenshot of the thing. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's only a 9 starter. That changes things.
Oh man, that's tough.
It changes things incredibly. Like you have to get.
It does. I mean,
would you tear down to someone like Joe Burrow if you got like the 107 and Joe Burrow? Would that be something that would be tempting? I don't know if I could do it.
Now I mean, honestly, I think I would like try to see if the CJ Stroud owner wants to just swap guys.
I mean,
maybe try to get
you would give up. Oh, see, I wouldn't buy CJ Stroud right now. I wouldn't even consider because
I'm just meant for age-wise, right? I mean, that's really the only thing. That's the only reason you're moving Mahomes.
Oh, I don't worry about age. What's Mahomes like 28 right now or something like that? 29.
So this is a start 10, also, by the way. So
hold on, no, because I'm looking at the screenshot and there's 9 starters.
Oh, it's a start 9. My bad.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
Cut that out too. So it's a 9 starter.
You can't cut out everything, Larry.
You got Pat Mahomes, you got Drake May, you got Gardner Minshew, who you might be able to flip. If he turns out to be the starter for the year, you might be able to get a second for him. It's got a legit roster with 6 picks, first-round picks.
In the next 2 years.
Just
stay
patient.
young.
Right.
Yeah, stay young.
Pat Mahomes is a great centerpiece. I don't think you need to flip Pat Mahomes at all.
Yeah.
You don't have running
Yeah,
back.
and most will be 30 by the time you're ready to compete.
You need nine studs, and you're almost halfway there. Honestly, you could flip.
Yeah.
We could put stuff together. You could flip Sutton and Waddle, upgrade there with a Sutton Waddle.
If you can somehow use Sutton to move up to tier up from Waddle, I'd do that. But I still like Waddle. I wouldn't try to sell him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still young-ish. The only way I'm trying to sell him is if I can tier up. I don't want to.
4. I don't know what the all the settings are, but there's 4. There's 2 flex and 2 and 2 between running back and wide receiver. So my guess is you're going to want more wide receivers and running backs. So I'm just accumulating studs. You have 6 picks in the future. Still think of your team as being nothing. You have your quarterback, or you have potentially 2 quarterbacks if May turns out to be anybody. You have Minshew, who you can.
That's what I would be looking to do. I would be looking to package one of the late projected firsts and May to move up a quarterback. So I have just no faith in the Patriots.
Well, who knows? Drake May might be somebody.
Yeah, I don't know either. But I am willing to find out. I am willing, if I can't move up, I'm willing to find out, because the return on a quarterback that hits is just stupid. Especially if you're getting me like 108, 109 in the rookie draft. You're not finding the kind of return. Like if Jonathan Brooks becomes a starting running back and he's RB9 this year, you're getting whatever for him, a first.
Right.
If Drake May hits and he's the QB12 this year or QB11, you're getting 2 or 3 firsts for him next year. So
yeah,
Drake May last year in college, he made something out of nothing. Like, he had no legitimate weapons.
Oh yeah, he lost everybody the year before.
Yeah, true.
So
he did.
Now he's got like NFL talent around.
Whoa. We're still talking about the Patriots.
Your boy Juju. Last week.
I'm not sure we have NFL quality players on that roster.
Polk, Jalen Poon, or who knows? You guys,
a nice old Charger and Hunter Henry.
There's a mediocre. There you go. There's a mediocre.
He wasn't good with them, and he's not good with the Patriots. Yeah,
but there's a mediocre level of talent that who knows if he can get something out of. And remember, they've had poor quarterback play for the last 3 years. So I think they're all. I think Drake May is worth a gamble on. All these guys are worth a gamble on. I think they all get a bump too, because Brissett's probably the best quarterback. He's better than Mac Jones.
Is he? Like, I watched Jacoby Brissett. I'm not sure he's better than anybody, but I don't know that he gives anybody any volume anyway. It's not like they went to Zach.
He's just there.
That's a good point.
He's just there. Like, the volume, he might be a better quarterback than Mac Jones, but I don't know that he's providing any extra for.
So yeah, hold on to Pat Mahomes, Dana. Hold on to Pat Mahomes. Why piss him away? I love the allure of the picks is obviously. I'm there with you with the picks. Like, but you got some. What I like to do is start 9 is so juicy. You just combine players and upgrade.
What I would do? One way I would go is if I could take the Jalen Hurts hate that came out of this past season, and I could go Mahomes. If I could go to Mahomes to Jalen Hurts with a plus, I would be interested in doing that. But I don't want to go any further than that. Like, I don't want to get down into the Herberts and Burrows. Not with a start 9 in a 10-team superflex. I want that difference maker, because there's a big clump of nothing where anybody in that range of the Herberts and Burrows, but scoring within 2 or 3 points of the Geno Smiths of the world. So it doesn't matter.
It's simple. You have it's 9 studs. It's so easy to acquire 9 studs when you have 6 first round. And it's clear you had a few first round picks this year too, with obviously taking Drake May and Ladd McConkey. I mean, you're just set up for success, especially if May hits. Then you're set at QB. You'll know this year whether you're set up QB or not with 2 starters if you keep Mahomes. And I think with Ladd McConkey and McConkey and Waddle's a great piece to. After you got the fat deal, I'm moving Waddle. I'm upgrading to a upper echelon wide receiver. I'm throwing fucking anybody with Waddle to get a next level wide.
And I'm fine with that. Larry is trying to sell the hopium with Ladd McConkey and Drake May and all the other names. Xavier Legette is on the.
It's all about the quarterback hitting, man. And you'll have a year to figure that out if he's going to be shit or not. So.
Yeah. And I mentioned Hurts, but I think you might be able to do the same thing with Josh Allen. Like Josh Allen in a second for Mahomes, just because of the hype around Mahomes,
right?
With them adding Xavier Worthy, and he's supposed to be better, and the downness of people about Josh Allen because Stephon Diggs isn't there.
And also, if you trade a quarterback, everyone knows this rule: you get a quarterback back.
Yeah, That's what I'm saying. I don't want to move. I absolutely want a quarterback, and I don't want to move off of the elite tier. So right.
I actually had a similar league.
Go ahead.
I had a similar league like this, and I had 5 quarterbacks, and my 5th quarterback was Tua. And because I had accumulated so many quarterbacks in the draft, I traded Tua straight up for Bijan Robinson.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
That's the kind of move you can do when you have that kind of quarterback room, So.
There's proof right there.
I traded Bijan for Josh Allen in a package.
Some proof.
Yeah.
But he's talking about straight up. Zard's saying straight up.
I'm telling straight up. Tua for
not a package,
Bijan.
straight up.
I don't remember I just said package just to, I don't know. I forgot what it was. But.
Well, it was a package for sure because you weren't getting Josh Allen just for Bijan. But yeah.
Now you've made me curious. I want to know now.
You know what I'm curious about?
What are you curious about?
I'm curious about TJ Hawkinson's value.
Oh no.
You know what that means?
Touchy.
It's the TJ Hawkinson value check.
Lovely. Woo-woo. You ready for your first value check, Zard?
Zard.
Oh no.
Where are you at on Hawk?
Nervous, not good.
Well, let's find out where he's at. Man. Let's hear some trades. Let's find out where Zard's at on Hawk.
Man, I'm just not.
Like personally, hold on while I work this out. I gotta get the parameters set. I should have had this all set up already. This is definitely shady move on my part. But here we go, man. So here we go. I should give DLF props, even though they don't give us any props, right? We use their the DLF website is fantastic. It's robust. And they have this trade finder where they analyze, or they don't analyze, they just extract every trade in MFL. I'm not sure if they use any other platforms, but you get to see, and that gives you an idea of what their value is, what they're going for these days. So punch in the old Hawk. Let's present the screen. He's going to share the screen, folks. Holy moly. Are you ready for this? Oh, he's not. TJ Hawkinson, the 303 for Mark Andrews. This is a safe leagues, which is always a super flex, and it used to always be a 2-point tight end. So let's just call it a 2-point tight end anyway, even if it's not. But this trade was made, less than a month ago.
Right.
So who do you like, Mark Andrews or
what?
303? Who gives a shit about the 303? Andrews or Hawk? With his major knee surgery.
It's a 2-year difference.
Could I get Hawk for Mark Andrews?
This is easy. This is
Yeah, if
easy.
I can get him, I could take Mark Andrews easy. I mean, yeah, I'm trading. I'm trading. I'm trading Hawkinson in a third for Mark Andrews, no problem.
I'm so the other way.
I don't think Hawkinson's gonna be ready to play until he's probably around the same age as Andrews is now.
Holy
Gonna
crap!
lose a year or
Wow.
two probably.
You think
He's not
so?
gonna. Yeah, I mean, he's gotten injured so much. I mean, he's
Hawk?
been. Yeah, and now he's got JJ to hopefully be mediocre up until for the next 2 years. I just don't think that he's going to be very good the next 2 years.
Wow. There is currently no timetable for his return. I mean, he had a knee injury at the end of the season.
Yeah. It was week 16,
Right.
something like that. 17, something like that.
But I mean, I feel wow. I couldn't get anything for Andrews, and now I can get TJ Hawkinson.
I would absolutely take Hawkinson in the 303 over. I have Hawk over Andrews in Dynasty. I think that Hawk by the end of the year is what he was last year. Like he's going to be back on the field doing his thing. It's going to take him a few weeks. Like first, he's not going to start. He's probably going to be on the PEP list. So he's going to be on the pup list to start the season. Going to come back in week 7. It's probably going to come out a little slow. By week 10, 12, I think he's rolling again. I am definitely not thinking in 2026 he'll be good.
I mean, as long as they didn't say his career was over, he said the expectation is he's going to come back and be TJ Hawkinson, right?
Right. That's my expectation. So and that TJ Hawkinson is just as good as Mark Andrews has been, except for that 1 year. You know, Mark Andrews outside of that 1 year has not been anything super special. I mean, he was great in 2021 or whatever it was. But outside of that, yeah, it was 2021. He had 107 catches for 1361. But other than that, it's 847, 852. Those were his other 2 highest seasons for receptions.
I just fired up right now.
Tight ends are just gross.
Yeah, I don't think that Mark Andrews is a true difference maker, and so I'll just take the age reset.
I just sent Mark Andrews for TJ Hawkinson and a 25 third. See how it goes.
Yeah.
It's fucking party, baby.
I'll probably be trying to make some kind of move.
Fucking hey! TJ Hawkinson. Let's get him on all our teams. And listen, if you are a championship team, you probably have depth. So maybe if you want to throw Hawk, but if you want to upgrade and bring him on late in the season, that's a fucking chess move right there. Also,
it is, especially in a premium start. If you have a tight end, you could start. Say you have a David Njoku or something like that. This is an ideal move. You know.
Yeah.
All right, so let's scroll down and see some more. TJ Hawkinson and the 206 or the 113 and 305. 2014, maybe it's a 2-copy league.
Yeah, 2 copies.
So that's really the 107. And that's really the 203 and the 303.
So it's the 113 is the
107.
107. Well, it's probably has a nice tight end premium, but give me the 107. No? Yeah, give me the 107.
Yeah, I'm with the 107 there.
Give me the box.
Yep.
Give me the magic box.
Yep, top 7 for sure.
This doesn't make any sense.
That's gross right there. Tajay Spears in the 202 for Hawkinson.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Don't
Hawkinson.
do that, people.
Hands
Don't
down.
do that. Tajay Spears, if you're still trading for him, and this was on the 3rd of May, and you're paying that kind of price, you are overpaying for Tajay Spears.
Well, it's funny because I was listening to a podcast where somebody was touting Tajay Spears and how, you know, who the heck is Pollard? He had a shit season. And
I bet I was listening to the same one. Who was I listening to? I just heard the same thing, and I was like, man.
So if that's the narrative.
Was it like Super Show?
No. It's not that.
It wasn't the Super Show. I don't know.
But regardless, if that's going to be the narrative for some people, this is a good chance. If you have Spears on your bench, and this might be a time to sell him.
Yeah,
but because I don't know, because either way, they're drafting a guy next year. These are the teams that are holding out for the 25 running back class,
right?
Which is going to be half of the first round is going to be running backs. most likely.
Half of rookie draft.
Half of rookie drafts in 2025.
Oh, yeah, okay. I was like, well, wait.
Yeah, we have to
second.
clarify sometimes what Larry says. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta
I need
be
a translator. I need a sign language person.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah. So I get moving Spears, especially because there's been some hype. Oh yeah, who the hell's Pollard? You know, this is Spears. Spears was the man last year, so there's all that. I don't know. Could his value go higher? Of course it could. And that, I mean, so either way, Spears is always a sell. It's how long can you like have your hand on the button before you want
Right.
to
Yeah. Before you got to push that. You got to sell at the right time because the bubble is going to burst.
It's the right time right now, but it could be an even better time, like when the season starts.
The bubble's going to burst.
25 carries in the first game.
He's not going to have that. The bubble's going to burst when they decide. When you look at the Titans and they just paid Tony Pollard, and now they're like, we're going to give him 13 carries. We're going to give Spears 11 carries, and neither guy sucks.
Pollard had how could you not be more set up than in Dallas if you're Tony Pollard? And what did he do? He just took a shit behind a great offensive line and a dynamic offense with the quarterback and the wide receiver, like all these number one guys. And what did he do? Now he's going to Tennessee, and then all of a sudden he's going to be fucking, Tony Pollard.
No one's saying no. Literally, no one is saying that, Larry. No one is looking at Tony Pollard and being like, "Yeah, he's gonna be good this year." No one is saying that.
No,
there's a couple good ones here. Now we've entered like a couple of good ones. I like the Achan. Here's a good one. Another safe leagues. Achan, Josh Downs, or Aaron Jones and Hawk. Give me Hawk and Aaron.
Can we just cross out Jones and Downs and just say those don't matter? Like Josh Downs doesn't matter. Aaron Jones doesn't matter in Dynasty, like for value, because it's still we're still trading for value. So in that case, it was April 27th. But so Achan or Hawkinson.
Yep.
Yeah, I want Hawk.
So yes,
and it says you can start up to 4 tight ends.
Are you guys looking at the? So here's the thing. This I just confirmed it. This is a 2-point tight end. Safe leagues. All safe leagues are 2-point tight end.
Yeah, that's Hawk so easy.
And you can start up to 4 tight ends.
Yeah, that's Hawk.
If you look on the right, it says.
Wow, you're right. Yeah, I'm also confirming that as well. Unbelievable. 4 tight ends. Wow. Yeah, why not? Why can't you start 4? You can start 6 wide receivers and 5 running backs.
I think in our league you can start 8. I think I set it up to where you start 1 of each and then however else you want to start it. So
yeah, minimum 1. Same thing with a QB.
Yeah. All right, Hawkinson or the 110 and 201. So like Xavier Worthy and Trey Benson. I'll just throw some random names on there.
Well, let me take a look at this. My draft right now. What picks were those, Justin?
110 and 201. So we know the 110 was Xavier Worthy. Who went at the 201?
Yeah.
The 201 was Ladd McConkey.
Who went at the 202?
Oh, the 202 was Keon Coleman.
Okay, that didn't help either. Yeah, I mean it's Hawkinson regardless, but I was hoping it would be at least somebody interesting. I mean, McConkey's fine. I wonder what he'll do in that offense with all that opportunity. I love Keon Coleman's interviews. He's a fun watch. But,
yeah, good personality.
Hey, guess what? I think Keon Coleman's going to be pretty good.
I sure hope so. It's good. It's good for.
Well, here's the thing. Here's another guy I don't have any. Well, I do have him somewhere, and I took him in this draft at the 201, which was the 202. He was the best wide receiver available at the time. What was it 240 targets? Oh, well, it's a bunch of targets, and who are they going to throw them to now? Kincaid?
Well, we got to throw to somebody. That's true.
Right.
But you got to earn him.
And he's got a great size and speed, and who knows? And Josh Allen wanted him. Like he was like, I want Keon Coleman on the team. So he made like the special request for the guy. All of a sudden he's going to not throw him. You know who else did something like that? CJ Stroud did that with Tank Dell. I want Tank Dell on my team. Josh
Hey,
Allen,
listen,
I want Keon Coleman on my team.
TJ Hawkinson for nothing. I wonder what that was.
That was a fucking run DFF.
48 teams.
It's got to be a 4 copy, obviously.
Yeah, that's one of those run DFF trades you see in your inbox, like 20 in a row.
No, you know what that probably was like some sort of dispersal, and they had to move the players around.
Yeah, probably.
How about this crazy Zach Moss, Hawkinson, or Terry McLaurin, 301 and a 26 first?
Oh man, that's so far.
14-team league.
Renshaw.
14-team league.
Yeah, that's a DTC championship league. Dynasty trade calculator.
So for 14-team league, you gotta think it's like a whatever. It's gotta be a nice premium. Zach Moss is garbage, so it's Hawkinson for McLaren in a first.
Do you really think that Zach Moss is garbage in this scenario?
Yeah. I think Chase Brown is going to be the shiz. I've been floating a lot of offers for Chase Brown.
Zach Moss is going to be starting there.
Give it 4th.
That's fine, but I don't think that's going to.
Hawkinson for a 26 first and Terry McLaurin. I think that's fine. We could say that.
What about Chase Brown and Hawkinson for James Cook?
That's so Hawkinson. I don't even want to talk about
Yeah, not even close. Yeah.
You know what? I'm excited about my Bo Nix pick.
I'm excited to see what they'll
with Sean Payton talking him up.
Well, I mean, he's got.
I'm right.
He's got the draft capital. Guy's got is a top 15 pick. I mean, Mahomes was drafted right around the same time.
Yeah, Bo Nix and
Mahomes. I love it's just made a correlation like, oh, Mahomes was drafted around there, so Bo Nix. Oof.
Well, listen, I mean, among his fellow rookie quarterbacks, this guy was second in deep ball, on target percentage, only behind Jalen Daniels.
Well, yeah,
he had the highest on target and overall interception rate.
Larry, he only threw it like 6 yards downfield.
But he was
his average depth of target was like 6.5 yards.
He was twice as good as any other rookie quarterback.
Oh my gosh, I swear. His on-target percentage is going to be great if you're only chucking it.
He also doesn't get sacked
because he's throwing quick passes. He's not holding the ball,
dude. But listen to this compared to his peers in this draft class. I mean, his sack rate is 1.2%, whereas everybody else is between 5% and 7%. And he fits the Sean Payton offense perfectly.
What was Jaden Daniels' sack percentage?
Well, here's the deal: if he can avoid sacks,
I just asked the question. Tell me Jaden Daniels' sack percentage.
Oh, I have no idea.
I bet it wasn't 5 or 7%.
It totally was. Dude, those running quarterbacks get sacked all the time. You know this.
Yeah, but you're talking about an offensive line as well, where Oregon has offensive line. LSU had a pretty good offensive line. Get us out of this Trade Finder screen. I want to see your lovely faces again while we talk.
You sure?
No.
I feel lost.
I'm not positive. Yeah.
Looking at a blank screen.
Yeah. I couldn't see the chat. Well, I could have. I guess I went full screen. I went full screen, but I'm trying to see.
Troy's not touching Moss or Brown. But tell you what, Keon Coleman, he ain't touching either, it looks like. But Keon Coleman's touching him, according to Troy. Because he can't separate. I'm okay with Keon Coleman because he was hand selected by Josh Allen, and he's a crowd pleaser. He's the only option. Automatic wide receiver 1. Who's the wide receiver 2? Shakur?
Kincaid,
yeah. That's that old gag. Knox.
Apparently Chase Claypool.
Good one.
That's coming out right now.
He's on the bill.
So yeah, man. I think Keon Coleman's a fine pick in rookie drafts.
He's fine. I just like a lot of other players.
What about Troy saying that Spencer Rattler's a guy to watch to start this year?
What?
I'm going to go on
Look at
Spencer
Troy.
Rattler. I'm going to go on a
Troy,
Spencer
Troy.
Rattler rant real quick. All right.
Please.
If anybody watched Spencer Rattler when he played good teams, he was shitty. Shitty.
Hey, he's got a path to start, though.
Yeah.
I don't think he does. I don't think there's any chance.
Dude,
You
look
can't-
at Troy.
play
Troy's
the
supporting
worst,
everybody here. Troy's like the guy in charge of the Land of Misfit Toys, right? He's like Claypool, Rattler, but he's not touching Moss or Brown.
Yeah, I don't see how. Look, they didn't take him so that they could bench Derek Carr. Derek Carr may not be good, but they took Spencer Rattler in the 5th round.
Yeah.
And not only that, Derek Carr has a fucking massive contract. It's not like he's a bridge quarterback right now, and they're like, yeah, whatever. The Spencer Rattler's trash. Let's see here.
Now he's backing up. He's saying he just knew he just thinks he can truly start.
How many? Okay, just off the top of your head, what do you think his touchdown and interception last year was?
Carr?
That's
Or
hold on,
Rattler?
2022 game logs.
What?
Why are his 2023 game logs not up here? I went to Sports Reference, but they don't have his 2023 game logs. Why is that? That's weird.
That's weird. Should I just end the show and we whatever, man? So we get out of this.
Yeah, we can in a minute. But the last 2 years, he's thrown 19 and 18 touchdowns. That's not good.
That's terrible.
That's bad in college.
Who, Bo Nix?
Rattler.
Spencer Rattler. No, Bo Nix threw a lot of touchdowns.
He sure did.
All within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Listen, Rattler, because of his draft capital, is just going to be shit. He's not going to be anything.
Even if he starts, he sucks.
Even if he like
the NFL didn't look at him and go, "I want him more than a Derek Carr."
Hey, his attitude is right. Everyone hates his attitude.
No, not anymore. He grew up a little bit.
Oh,
he's
like
29 years old or some shit. I don't know.
Hey,
I think he's probably like 24 or something. But
I know a guy that can throw 100 with his left hand. He can throw 100 with his right hand, but he won't get signed anywhere because of his attitude. It's a classic. You never heard that one?
I've never heard that one.
I never have either. When you're podcasting with Larry, you hear a lot of shit you'd never hear before.
Listen, Justin's been. I've been off like a little bit of the whole show just because he doesn't have a blanket on him right now. I'm like a little bit. I'm like a little. I don't want to see you all. That's a lot of shorts. And shirt going on
right down here by my feet. I can
and
put
the dog is tap dancing on his nuts and stuff. Will you catch that, Zard?
No, I was like, no.
He joined late for that. Man, I think we need to wrap this thing up.
So I got this. Let's wrap it up. Let's do it. Should we wrap it up?
No, what were you about to say? Well, I got this, and now
I was just going to talk about this rookie draft. It's easy post-show banter.
Wait,
if you join the Patreon, you can catch the post-show banter and pre-show banter. Because as soon as me and Justin connect, we go live, but only for the patrons. And then when we record the show, I cut all that stuff out. Oh, ho, ho.
Don't want to miss that.
And if you're a patron, you get to hear Troy Olsen right now. But if you ain't going to hear him. Say goodbye, Troy.
Well, real quick, I'm not saying taking Spencer Rattler in the first. I'm not saying take him as a super flex, I'm not even saying take him like where people are taking Bo Nix in the late first. I'm saying in the 3rd round, when you're throwing freaking darts anyways, you might as well throw one at a quarterback. And I don't think Derek Carr is going to stay healthy all year, and he's the only other legitimate quarterback on the Saints.
I'm
And
fine.
so that's my
fine
argument.
with the first round. I'm fine. I mean, the third round. I'm fine with that, but I wouldn't expect anything. And
But I did say late. You guys don't always read everything I put. I did say to take him late. I didn't say take him in the first. So
But I'm not
You're
sure
hoping
why
if he
he's
starts, you
injury
get a
for-
second?
Hold on.
But I think he's got a path to starting, and I think the minute he starts, you can get a second for him,
But
or
Troy,
even a first.
Troy, I'm not sure why we're predicting an injury for a guy who hasn't missed any games in like the last 7 years.
No, that's probably true too. Because he's a quarterback in the NFL, but isn't he like 95?
He's 33.
That's like 95 in football terms, isn't it?
Oh, that's like 17 in quarterback years.
Hold on. Can we give a proper introduction to Mr. Troy Olsen, the voice in Fuego? Wait, what state of the are you in the lower 48 right now? Where are you, man?
Well, yeah, I'm always in the lower 48. Well, unless I'm cruising. But yes, I'm in New Mexico.
I didn't know if you hopped on one of those UFOs, man. Maybe you took it out for a ride.
No, wrong part of the state. That's the southern part. Up here in the north, we just hide in the mountains.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha. Nice, dude. So, hey, man, I love that you came on the show to defend Spencer Rattler.
well, if you're the weekend, I'm like, and I'm getting killed for a third round pick, and it wasn't even supposed to be. But I will tell you, I am really big on. So I'm very careful about what I listen to during these mini camps and stuff, because everybody's at their best weight. Everybody's the best they've ever been. But I will tell you, there are some late picks that or people that have low trade value that I really love this year. I love Zeke, and I think his value is only going to go up. I know he's old. I know all that, but he doesn't have any competition. He was decent. He was a solid mid running back 3 last year. He's going to be all that and more this year, and he's not going in that range. He's going lower than that. I don't think that continues, but for now, he's still cheap. And so I really like him. I actually like Chase Claypool because of what I'm hearing. And normally I don't get caught up on the pub, but there's nobody else. And we've seen, and I want Keon Coleman to succeed. He is such a cool dude, and I want him to be this year's Tank Dell. But we've seen this story before. We've seen these wide receivers that can't separate. And so I'm just really worried about him. So who else is on the Bills that is going to catch? You've got Claypool, you've got Curtis Samuel, who I've always loved, but another low value. But man, that Bills receivers, you could get them all and just figure out whichever one gets it for nothing.
Right. Yeah.
Now, Troy, did you finally look at the screen and realize what Larry has named you?
No, I didn't. I can't see it. That
John's
was.
phone.
I was trying to hurry since you guys were logging off. I was trying to hurry to get in. I was going to put president of Spencer Rattler fan club, but I was rushing.
I'm going to call you the Spencer Rattler truther from now on.
All I know is if Spencer Rattler ends up being anything this year, I'll come back. If I'm done with Twitter by that point, I'll come back just because Tank Dell was mine last year, and so this year I'm kind of bouncing around between guys. I don't have one that. Well, Zeke's my guy this year. That's the guy that I've put my hat on at cost. I'm saying if you can get Zeke at cost, you're getting a bargain this year. And it was Tank Dell last year. I remember somebody made fun of me for trading him a third to get, I traded 4 years. I traded you a third to get Tank Dell and got mocked for that. So, I mean, that was my guy, and I will put my hat on a guy and I will go with him. And I wish I'd had more Tank Dell, man. I don't have enough of him. And there's people that say he's Tank Sell this year because he's coming off an injury, and they may be right, but I'm still in on Tank Dell. I mean, I don't know. That offense is going to be crazy good.
It is going to be good. My fear for Tank Dell and everyone in that offense is that there's so many mouths to feed.
Oh, well, Diggs is going to be a hungry man. So you better feed him.
I mean, there is a lot of mouths to feed there, but I mean, I don't know. And yeah, I don't have an argument for that, but that team's just going to be really good. I think this is going to be the best Houston team we've possibly ever seen in this. I'm not talking the Oilers teams. I'm talking the current Houston generation, but the Texans, I think it's going to be a really, really good team. And that's why, they've got a good running back now too, but it's like, how do you get him involved too? Because you're going to have all these other guys getting work. It's just like it's a riches everywhere. So
The person who benefits the most is CJ Stroud.
absolutely, yeah, that's where I was going to try to go. Couldn't get there.
Well, Damian Pierce to get a little bump in this offense.
No, he's going to get traded. He won't be on this team.
He's gonna be cut.
Yeah, he won't be on this team when they start the season. He is not a guy I'm putting my hat on. I do not run his fan club. Zeke, Spencer Rattler, apparently. Chase Claypool. I have a really bad Chase Claypool trade to tell you sometime. How I accidentally traded a first for him once in a league.
Oh gosh.
It ended up being 102-2 in a 16-team league, but I need more time to tell that story. On purpose.
When we meet up in August, Troy,
Yes.
I'll give you a hug for that one. I'll give you
When
I
this
have that one is hurt for years because that could have been such a pick.
went back when you were GM of the Steelers.
Yeah, right.
Let's get out of here, Larry.
All right, I got to go too because I told.
Oh, yeah, baby, let's do this. We'll see you next week. Well, we got the Long Island serial killer.
Remember, $10 to Fantasy Cares gets you into the 100-yard rush for an SFB spot.
We'll talk about the SV Polython and the legends that are. Thanks for listening to the Dynasty Outdoors Podcast.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Larry Monkey and Justin Rogers talking Dynasty football.